Hello everyone, Sachin this side. In previous video, I have talked about what is GitHub Actions and how can we configure in order to execute Postman collection. And we have created one YAML file and we have mentioned, some steps in order to execute the Postman collection. And we have scheduled the job manually and we were able to see the report and all the execution steps. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how can we schedule this workflow automatically. So last time I have scheduled workflow manually with the help of workflow dispatch. And today, like if you want to schedule, the workflow automatically, that can be achieved with the help of cron job. So now the question is, what is cron job? So cron is a work scheduler that runs the specific task on the prescribed time, or I can say like it help to scheduling a task. So you are having some workflow, and if you're saying that workflow should trigger at 3 p.m. or that workflow should trigger every an hour, or that workflow should execute every day on 7 a.m. or every Monday, every Tuesday, whatever you want to achieve, you can mention in the cron job. Now see how can we integrate cron job in GitHub Actions. Open, yeah. So this is a GitHub documentation page, and here you can see this is very good syntax they have mentioned. So this is the syntax, like this is what you can define, like on schedule, and you need to mention this cron, and this is the time you need to define. So this is a time, like you need to define at what time it should execute, okay? And what does it mean? So here you can see the 5 stars, and every stars having some predefined meaning. So first talk about the minutes. So 0 to 59. If you're mentioning 0, you mean 0 minute. 1 mean 1 minute. Second talks about the hours, 0 to 23. And third one is talks about day of the month, 1 to 31. Fourth one is talks about the month, 1 to 12. 1 mean Jan, 2 mean Feb, up to 12 in December. And last one is talks about days, 0 to 6. 0 means Sunday, to 6, 6 means Saturday. All right. This is how we can define. Initially, it could be little tricky, like how to write. So for that, there is one website called crontab.guru. Here on this website, you can do some R&D or do some practice. So like 5 times if you mention like 5 stars, normally it means every minute. It's talking about every minute. So if I say like every something, so at minute 5, you can see. And second one is talking about you know hours. This hour, this minute. So this is saying like 5 5 5, this job will trigger. This is the AM. If I say morning 5, right? So this is morning 5, and if I talk about the PM, right, then 17:05. If you say 0, so at 5 p.m. this job will trigger. This time is in UTC, okay? And here this some random things as well. So I just select this random. This is saying like 5 in August, okay? This is just for practice, okay? Every 5 minutes, okay? So I'll say, okay, so every fifth minute job should trigger, okay? And this is the piece of code. I have written the day into the YAML file. So this is the YAML file, and this was the piece of code. Now today I'm going to create one cron job. So what I need to do, I need to move this down. Okay, I need to enter tab. This is very important. Okay, you need to always use the tab when you're writing YAML file. Okay, so schedule, next line again tab, and hyphen cron, and here I have to write workflow dispatch, and this one I'm going to remove. All right, so if I hover the mouse, it is saying every 5 minutes this is going to trigger, and now you can do the commit and you're good to go. And it is saying like every 5 minutes this will trigger. Okay, what trigger this job? So this is a job, so whatever step you mention, it is going to execute on every 5 minutes. Okay, so this is already in place. You can see here every steps are here. And if I open the actions, let me refresh the page. Here you can see this 15 minutes ago it trigger, and last one 25 minutes ago, and just automatically scheduled. You can see scheduled. If you are executing manually, you can see here this manually. Okay, so manually even I can execute the manually as well, because I have defined workflow dispatch. If this step is not there, then you cannot execute manually. And if I click here run workflow, let's see, is it going to execute or not? Yes, it's trigger. You can see here, and it is executing. If I open, you can see here it is going now. After installing Newman, it will execute all the test cases. Yes, it is working right. Test case pass and report has generated. All right. Okay. And one thing is very important. Like I have mentioned, like every 5 minutes. Okay. And here you can see every 5 minutes, right? So be mindful. It is not like Jenkins, right? It is going to trigger on every 5 minutes. So sometime like if load is more, right, that in that case it is not going to execute on every 5 minutes. So there's a definition as well. Let me open. So you can find out these things in GitHub docs, and here you can read like the schedule event can be delayed during periods of high loads of GitHub Actions workflow runs. High load times include the start of every hour. To decrease the chance of delay, schedule your workflow to run at different time of the hours. Okay, so what they are saying, like you know schedule the that workflow different hours, like 2, then 3, then 4. Don't execute like on 2 p.m., then 2:10, 2:15. In that case it can be more delay. All right, so here it still you can see here this automatic build is not trigger. Okay, so that is fine, it will take some time. So what I've observed, right, sometime it is taking like 23 minutes, sometime 30 minutes delay. Okay, so that is the history I have observed. So be mindful if you are writing the same piece of syntax. So you should not worry like why it is not executing. It will execute after some time. Just write and leave it, it will execute. Okay, let me refresh one more time. You can see here it is scheduled automatically. Okay, and test cases are executing is scheduled now. And let me open this and let me click. It is installing Newman, and this is auto trigger, right? Here see, it is doing everything. Everything is very pretty fast, and job has completed. Okay, so let's go back, and here you can see it's scheduled automatically. It took only 39 seconds. All right, that's what I want to cover in this session. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Please share in your friend circle. Thank you.